I want to gently challenge the idea that a twin flame experience is either positive or negative, because judgment is usually relative and not absolute. And here's what I mean by that. When I recognized my soul counterpart, it triggered a very real awakening in my system, physically, emotionally, and psychologically. I mean, I went through a period of extreme nervous system overwhelm, or what is also called Kundalini activation. And I became very, very unwell to the point of near death. In anyone else's language, that could be labelled as a negative experience. What was actually happening was that unresolved soul integration stored in the body and the nervous system and was finally surfacing so it could be met and fully integrated and embodied. That experience forced me into a deep healing path. I had to learn to retrain my brain, I had to regulate my nervous system, and I had to realign my life around what my soul actually required from me. Living fully authentically, spiritually speaking, physically speaking, mentally speaking, in truth, had to really look within and get really true to myself. And standing where I am now, my life is calmer, steadier, more meaningful than it's ever been. So would I label that experience as negative or transformational? From a soul perspective, there isn't moral judgment. There isn't good or bad. There is energy, information, and awareness. Suffering doesn't come from the connection itself. It comes from the mismatch between how we're living and what the soul is asking us to embody. Twin soul connection, therefore, doesn't cause suffering on a person. It reveals where we're out of alignment and where we're already and have already been suffering for a long time, just not consciously. In my books, that's an invitation, not a punishment. Calling ourselves, our experiences, or our relationships negative isn't self-love. In fact, it's very often self-abandonment. And if you're going through something very intense right now in any loving relationship, not twin flame, it can be in any loving relationship. The label's really not important, to be honest, is it? The key thing to know is it doesn't mean you're broken. It may mean your system is being asked to grow beyond its current capacity. The more regulated, supported and resourced a nervous system is, the less prolonged suffering there will be. When we come into balance with the soul, then the body can process change without staying stuck in pain. That's what's key, and that is a positive. I'm Claire. I help people understand the deeper enduring aspect of consciousness beyond the physical body, identity and life conditioning, so that life can feel clearer, calmer, steadier, more meaningful and more connected, even through times of loss and change. So what if the question isn't whether something is positive or negative, but whether we're meeting it consciously? I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on this, and I do read every comment.